ఏం కావాలి మనకి? హ్యాకింగ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలంటే ఏం కావాలి నాకు? Kali Linux or Parrot Linux? For doing hacking practice, which operating system use? Kali Linux. Linux కాదు. ఏ Linux? ఏ Linux రా భయ్? Kali Linux. ఓకేనా? Okay. So now, yesterday, I had explained you how to install the Kali Linux. Okay, in yesterday's class, I had explained you how to install the Kali Linux. Here, this is a Kali Linux. I am just power on this virtual machine for Kali Linux. Okay, and we can run the Kali Linux. So we'll know about 20 to 30 commands that most usually used in the ethical hacking. We don't need to know the entire Linux. We need to know only like 30 commands, like 20 to 30 commands only. That is enough to run the Kali Linux. Understood? So now I just started a Kali Linux. So if you have termx, the same commands you can run in the termx also. Okay? వెయిట్, మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా నేర్చుకుంటే దీంట్లో చాలా మంచి మంచి విషయాలు ఉంటాయి. ఎవరు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ చూపిస్తారో లేదో నాకు తెలియదు. ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్స్ హ్యాకర్స్ ఎలా హ్యాక్ చేస్తారు, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ని, ఫేస్బుక్ని ఎలా హ్యాక్ చేస్తారు, ఇలాంటివి కూడా ఉంటాయి దాంట్లో. ఓకేనా? సోషల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అటాక్స్ అని ఉంటుంది ఒకటి. దెర్ ఈజ్ వన్ టాపిక్ ఇస్ దేర్ ఇన్ సోషల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అటాక్, వెరీ వీ కెన్ డూ. Okay, now just log into the Kali Linux. So now this is the Kali Linux. What is this? This is the Kali Linux. If you see this Kali Linux, it will be different from the Windows. Different from the Windows. Here I told you that, so all the options are in the left bottom, where Windows having all options are in the left bottom, left side, extreme left side, the bottom will be there, the options in Windows. Whereas here, left or right is there, left top. Here, what is that? Top, where all the options. If you see this Windows, here it will be like this, the bottom, and from the left to right, from the left to right, all options are there in the start button, all there in the bottom. Here in Kali Linux, in the top, this is the start button. Like this is the start button, and here this is the start button. And here in the options in the right side, see these options. See this. These options are in the right side. Same the right side, but there is a top. They're in the top. Here, this is the shutdown button. And we have logout option, restart option, shutdown option, suspend option, switch user option is there. Okay. So these are all the desktop icons. Okay. Here, to access any command, to run any command, first we need to enter into the terminal. This is the terminal. Okay. How will you go to the terminal? Right click here. Open terminal. Okay, got it? So when you open the terminal here, to zoom, I want to zoom, then plus control plus. What is that? To zoom what? So whereas in Windows, we need to plus Windows plus. Here I need to press control plus to zoom. Here it's showing the prompt. What is that? Dollar sign is said. If you see this, the dollar sign comes down. Mean that whenever you see the dollar sign, it is known as the user. In computer, in generally having two types of user. One is the normal user, second one is the root user. What is the second one? Is the root user. What is that? Root user. Root user having all permissions. All permissions mean that he can do anything. He can do anything. This root is known as the administrator in the Windows. Understood? Even Windows also having normal users are there. This user have a limited permission. Suppose they want to uninstall the software. I can't uninstall the software from the user account. From the administrator only, I can uninstall, I can install, I can do changes. Got it? Here also, administrator is known as the root. What is that? Here what? Here, administrator is known as the root. So what is this? Administrator is known as the root. Root. The Windows administrator. Windows administrator. ADMINISTRATOR. Windows. In Linux, it is a root. It is a root. So to know the user, which user using, which user, what is the command here? Who am I? What is the command here? So what does mean that? It shows the current user logged in. Current user logged in. Current user logged in. Understood? Okay. So now I just go to the Kali Linux. I type first command. Another command to log into the root. What is the command here? To log into the root. We need to type sudo su. Sudo su. Log into the what? Log into the root. Log into the root. You want to log in as a root? We need to type what? We need to type sudo su. Which command I need to type? Which command I need to type? Sudo su. Got it? Here the first command, just type who am I. Who am I? When I type who am I, it shows the username. What is the username? This is a username, Kali. Okay. So I am logged as a current user is a Kali. Now I am going to log in into what? Sudo to log in as a root. Here type sudo su. Sudo su. Got it? It asks for the password. Default password is the Kali. Now I logged in here. Again I type who am I. That again I type who am I. Got it? Spelling is mistake. 1 minute. So what is the current user here? Root. Got it? Next thing. Next thing is the uname minus a. What is mean? Uname. What is the next thing? Uname minus a. What is my uname minus a? Show OS name and version. What does uname minus a shows? OS means operating system. What is the command? So what is the operating system name? And this is the version. Got it? Next command is the pwd. What is the next command? What is the pwd? Pwd stands for present working directory. Present in which directory you are logged in. You are working on which directory? Directory means folder. In previous class I had given the example also. Suppose if you take a Windows, this is a Windows, and I just here, and this is the path. See this. Where is I am? I just zoom it. Where is the path here? In the E directory, E folder, E drive, I have eHub security books. In this folder I have another folder. This is the file. Understood? This is the location of your, this is the location. Presently I am in the this location. Presently I am in the this location. Because Windows it is a graphical easily we know. But in Kali Linux it is a command prompt. We need to type what? pwd. Right? pwd. So what does my pwd stand for? What does my pwd stand? Present working directory. Present working directory. Got it? Present working directory. Okay? Understood. So what does command do? Present working directory. Working directory. See in my computer, if you see this, what is the directory here? See this. I just copy here and paste here. What is the directory, present directory here? This is the root folder. Remember, that is the slash means root. Eh? This is the root means the root folder. In the root folder, I have one folder is called home folder. Again in the home folder, I have a Kali folder. Again in the Kali folder, I have a desktop folder. Got it? That is the what? PWD. And remember that Linux is a case sensitive. Linux is a, what does mean case sensitive? Mean that if the capital letters are there, small letters are generally Linux command 99% are there in the small. If you type in a capital letters, it will get error. It will get a error. But Windows get a no error. Understand or not? Suppose I just show you. Windows are. Previously we had typed in CMD. That is in small letters. Instead of that, I type capital letter. Okay? Now it is working or not? Now it is working. Now it is working. Yes. Windows, no case sensitive. But here, case sensitive. I just go to the Kali Linux. The same command I type. I just did a caps lock PWD. What is that? Command? Why? I'm asking this to you, observing, me observe చేస్తున్నారా నేను క్యాపిటల్ పీడబ్ల్యూని కొడితే అది ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది, నాకు ఎందుకు వచ్చింది చెప్పగలుగుతారా? వింటున్నారా నిద్రపోతున్నారు అందరూ? ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ క్వశ్చన్, when I type నిద్రపోతున్నారు అందరూ? పీడబ్ల్యూడి క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్లు కొడితే ఎందుకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది చెప్పగలుగుతారా? ఎందుకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది? Why I got an error when I type capital letters in PWD? I am not getting any answer. Please ping me. Yes. So Linux is a case sensitive. Linux capital letters lo pani cheyaledu kaadandi. Linux capital letter kuda తీసుకుంటుంది. Doesn't mean that it not works on the capital letter. It case sensitive mean important. Mean that the command is there. If it is small letters, we need to type in small letter. If it is there in a capital letter, we need to type capital letter. Basically most of the commands are in the small letters. Doesn't mean that Linux don't take capital letters. It take both, but generally it will be the small letters. The command, suppose if you see this, the path, D is the small letter. Instead of that, I type here like this. It will get error. Got it? So mean that the case sensitive should be there. Case sensitive. Not ante capital letters తీసుకోదా అని కాదు. Capital letters ఉంటాయి, small letters ఉంటాయి. సో ఎలా ఉందో అలానే టైప్ చేయాలి. ఓకేనా కాదా? డన్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్. Here to clear the screen, type clear. Okay, 1 minute. If it is in the caps letter, I'll just go to the clear. Okay, Nana? Okay, na kada? Clear. So previously command, which command used? PWD. I am in the which path? Home Kali desktop. Okay. I want to create a file. File is nothing but a notepad. Create a file. To create a file, what is the command? cat. Cat means concatenation. Is that? Cat means concatenation. I am just giving a file as a cyber. What is the name here? Cyber short. Okay. To create a file, I use the cat command. Cat followed by greater than, followed by the file name. What is the cyber short? Is the file name. Cat followed by the greater than, followed by the cyber short. Create what? File name. Got it? Okay. Then enter. Then I need to enter the data. But data enter cheyali kada? I need to enter the data. This is short term. Right? Short term. 1 minute. Short term. Cyber security. I am Javed. I am trainer for you. Got it? So to create a file, cat greater than, what is the file name here? Cybershot. And I just enter the data. Just enter the data. Got it? Then I just enter the data. I created a file. In this file, I just entered the data. Then I need to exit from the file and save the data. Got it? I need to exit from the file and save the data. For doing this, press Ctrl D. What is that? Ctrl D. Understood? Here, to create a file. Do that. To create a file. Okay, to create a file, what is the command, ma? Cat greater than followed by the file name. Understood? Any name, file name. Then enter. After the enter, to save and exit. What is the command we need to do? Save and exit. Save and exit. What thing we need to do? We need to type Ctrl D. What is that? Ctrl plus D. Here to save and exit. From the file, I want to save and exit. We need to type what? Ctrl D. Understood? How to create a file? Cat greater than file name. How to save and exit? Ctrl D. Then to view the file, cat followed by the file name. What it? Cat followed by the file name. What is this? View the file. Okay. Here next command is there, ls. ls means list the files and folder. What is that? ls list the files and folders. Understand? List the file. List the files and folder. Got it? Here I just go here again. So I created a file. What is the file name here? cybersecurity. Okay. Then to list the files and folder, type ls. See this, I created a file. You observe this, the file is created. I want to view the contents of the file. Want to view the content of the file. What is this one? Cat. What is the file name? Cybershot. Understood? So this is the content of the file. Understood? So how many lanes are there? 3 lanes are there. This is the short-term security. I am Java, I am trainer for you. So what is the file name here? To view the contents of the file, cat followed by the file name. To create the file name, cat space greater than followed by file name. I want to edit a file. I want to edit a file, cat. I need to issue do greater than, to greater than. What is the file name here? cybersecurity. Then I am adding a new line. This is add 4th line. Right? 4th line. Okay. This is the 4th line. Okay. Then how will you do the control to save and exit? How will you do that? Control D. Again, how will you view the file? Cat cybersecurity. Now the line is added. To edit a file. Do that? To edit a file, what is the command? Cat double greater than file name. What is that? To edit file. What it? Any doubts from up to now? Yalaga mere daga laptop levu. Any doubt? Anybody having a doubt? Please ask me. I just unmute. Unmute cheyamantara? Can you continue or any doubt? Okay, very good, very good. No issue na? Anyone having doubt? Sheshu meer install cheskunnara? You had installed the Kali Linux? Sheshu, meeru Kali Linux install cheskunnara? Metasploit Linux install cheskunnara? మీ దగ్గర ల్యాప్టాప్ లేదా? ఓకే, డన్, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. ల్యాప్టాప్ ఉంది కదా మీ దగ్గర శేషు? ఓకేనా? ఓకే, ఐల్ కంటిన్యూ. ఓకే 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 కంటిన్యూ. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్. ఓకేనమ్మా? Again, to clear the screen, what is the command? What is the command? Clear. In the previous thing, we created a file by using the cat. By using the? There are multiple commands are there to create a file. Another command to create a file is the touch. Touch create the empty file. Previously, cats create the file and we can add the contents. After creating the file also we can add the content, but I want to create an empty file. What is the command? Touch. Followed by the another file. What is the another file is there? cybershot1. Okay, then enter. Got it? How to check the list of files? ls. How to check? What is ls? List the files and folder. So there are two files are there. This blue color is the folder. Remember, this all blue color what? Folder. This is the distribution file, and this is the zip file. This is the zip file. Get how many files are created? cybershot and cybersecurity1. So how to create a file another way? What is another file to create a file? Touch command. Touch. Followed by the file name. Followed by the file name. Creates a what? Empty file. Got it? ఓకేనమ్మా? ఓకే కదా? ఓకేనా? డన్. నెక్స్ట్, అనదర్ వే టు క్రియేట్ ఏ ఫైల్. What is that? Another way to create a file, that is VI. VI stands visual editor. I create another file, that is cybershot. Another file I am creating. Another way to create a file. So you don't need to learn all the thing, but I am explaining that how to create a file in multiple ways. Multiple ways. First is the first command. Next is the next command. Another next command is VI. Okay. Here I am creating a file. How to create a file? VI. VI. What is the file name? cybershot2. What is the file name? Enter. It will open like this. It is editor. VI means visual editor. Like ఎడిటర్, లైక్ కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్ కాకుండా గ్రాఫికల్ ఎడిటర్ లాగా ఎడిట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో నా హియర్ ఇలా ఓపెన్ అయిన తర్వాత, సో దీంట్లోనే డేటాని యాడ్ చేయాలంటే ఫస్ట్ కీబోర్డ్ నుంచి ఎస్కేప్ నొక్కాలి. నొక్కాలా? ఎస్కేప్ నొక్కిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ మన కీబోర్డ్ నుంచి ఇన్సర్ట్ అంటే ఐ అనే అక్షరాన్ని నొక్కాలి. కీబోర్డ్ నుంచి ఏ లెటర్ నొక్కాలి? ఐ. మీరు జాగ్రత్త చూడండి, ఐ నొక్కని ఏమొచ్చింది ఇక్కడ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇన్సర్ట్ మోడ్లోనే మీరు దీంట్లోకి డేటా ఎంటర్ వేయగలుగుతారు. అర్థమవుతుందా? అర్థం కావట్లేదా? సో నా వెల్కమ్ టు సైబర్ వరల్డ్. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ యాడింగ్ ద డేటా. సైబర్ వరల్డ్. ఓకే, వెల్కమ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, enjoy hacking classes. Add and enter the data. Once I enter the data, again I need to save and exit. I need to first exit and save. Save and exit. To save and exit, press again escape from the keyboard. Then here I need to type :WQ. So what is the command I need to type here? What is the command I need to type here? What is the command I type here? :WQ. This command. What is the command I need to type here? :WQ. W means write, Q means quit. W అంటే సేవ్ అని, Q అంటే క్విట్ అని. ఈ కోలన్ టైప్ చేసి 2 చుక్కలు టైప్ చేసి దాని పక్కన WQ టైప్ చేస్తే రైట్ అండ్ క్విట్ అవుతుంది. ఎంటర్. ఇప్పుడు దాంట్లో ఉన్న డేటా చూసుకోవాలంటే ఏం చెప్పాను? క్యాట్ కమాండ్ వ్యూ చూసుకోవచ్చు కదా? చూసుకోవచ్చా లేదా? క్యాట్ ఫైల్ పేరు ఏంది? ఓకేనా? అర్థమైందా లేదా? దిస్ ఇస్ ద థర్డ్ వే. Understood? Okay, VI followed by the what? File name. Okay. Then we need to press what? Escape button. We need to press a what? Escape button. Then escape button. Then to write the data. To write the data, press what? From the keyboard. I ni press cheyali. Em cheyala? Press I. Small I. What is that? Press I from the keyboard. Understood? To save and exit. Save and exit. What we need to type here? Okay na? Next thing. Next thing. Again I just clear here. Clear here. Got in ma? There is another command, nano. What is that? With the help of nano, graphically you can create like notepad ela create chestara, like that notepad we can create a file. Nano, cybershot. What is that? Another file. Another file. Remember, cybershot 3. Okay, enter. So now directly you can enter. You don't need to in here. This is Javed. I am taking short-term classes. What is that? Short-term classes. Understood? Short-term classes. Here to save the data we need to press Ctrl O. What is that? What is this? Press Ctrl O. Then enter. Then enter. To exit from this nano, what? Ctrl X. Got it? Got it or not? The nano followed by the file name. Okay? Here save. What is that? Control O. Control O. Okay. Exit. Control X. Got it? Now how to check the what are the files are created? Files and folder ls. What are the files are there? Cybershot 1. If you remember this, if you observe this, these are files are created. I want to delete this file. I want to delete this file. Just type rm cybershot. The cybershot. Again check here. How will you check? ls. No. Removed. Again I want to remove the another file. What is the cybershot 1? Okay, ls. Now remove. See this. Again I will check like that. I will add 2 and cybershot 3 also I can add. At a time also we can add. At a time also we can add. 3. So now removed at a time. All files are removed. What is the command? What is the command? What is the command to remove a file? rm followed by the what? File name. What does it do?
Removes all the file name.
Removes the file. Remove or delete. Or delete the file. Okay na? Advainda? Advaineda? కరెంట్ పోయిందనుకో మళ్ళీ పోతాయి. Okay, the next thing, this time I want to create a folder or a directory. I want to create a how will you create a directory? Mkdir. What is the command? Mkdir followed with the directory. I want to create a directory. Directory means folder. GDC. What is the name here? GDC. Okay. I want to create a folder. GDC. To create a folder, what is the command? Mkdir. What is Mkdir? Mkdir stands for make directory. Make directory. Enter. Then type ls to list. Here one directory I created. What is the directory name? What it? What is the directory created? GDC. How will you create a directory? How will you create a directory? How to create a directory here? mkdir followed by the directory name. The directory name. What? Creates a directory. Creates a directory. Got it? Maybe spelling is wrong, remove. Huh? Okay na? How will you check the directory it is created? I type what? ls. Huh? Then I want to delete the directory. I want to remove or delete the directory. For this one, just type rm minus rf. What is that? What is the command? Rm minus rf. Huh? What is the directory name? gdc. What is the directory name? It will delete. Got it? అర్థమవుతుందా? అర్థమవుతుందా? నిద్రపోతుండ్రా? సార్ ఏదో డాయిన్ ఏమన్నారు, అటెండెన్స్ కోసం చాలామంది అలానే అలా ఆన్ చేసి నిద్రపోతున్నట్టుంది. ఎవరు రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వట్లా నాకు. అటెండెన్స్ కావాలా, షార్ట్ టర్మ్ సర్టిఫికేట్ రాదు, మళ్ళీ డిగ్రీ రాదని భయపడి సెకండ్ ఇయర్లో మళ్ళీ రాదని మాత్రమే నాకు బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నట్టు, కానీ నాకేం చెప్పట్లే ఎవరు కూడా. ఐ డోంట్ గెట్ ఎనీ రెస్పాన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ సైడ్. లైఫ్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఎవడరా బాబోయ్? సో ఇదే డిస్కస్ చేయడానికి ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఇదేనా అంటున్నా. చిట్టి లవ్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ బాలా అని పెట్టాడు ఎవడు, ఆది అంట. ఇదే నా ప్లాట్ఫామ్ అలాంటివన్నీ డిస్కస్ చేయడానికి లవ్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ అయింది మీ ఆవిడ, ఇవన్నీ మీ పర్సనల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ పెట్టుకోవడానికా, లేకుంటే ఈ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ ఎథికల్ హ్యాకింగ్ కోర్స్ నేర్చుకోవడానికా మీరు వచ్చింది? వేరే ఎందుకు పెడతాండ్రు? ఎవరు ఆది అంటే? ఓకే, నేను చూస్తానులేండి. ఎవరు ఆది అంటే? చూస్తాను నేను తర్వాత. పర్సనల్ టైప్ చేయడానికి ఎందుకండి టైప్ చేస్తాను? వై యూజింగ్ పర్సనల్ చేయడానికి చాట్ బాక్స్ ఎందుకు చేసుకుంటారు? మీరేం చేసినా తెలియదు అనుకుంటారా? అర్థమైందా? అర్థం కాలేదా? ఎవరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వట్లా నాకు అసలు. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ఎనీ రెస్పాన్స్. 2 people 3 people ఆర్ గెటింగ్ రెస్పాన్స్. సార్ చెప్పాడు అటెండెన్స్ లేకుంటే మనకి సర్టిఫికేట్ రాదు. అది జస్ట్ లాగిన్ అయ్యి పక్కన కూర్చొని ఇంకెవరితో మాట్లాడుకుంటారు, లేదంటే ఇంకేదో చేసుకుంటారు. కొంతమంది లాగిన్ చేసి బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు, అంతే కదా? ఎవరైనా అడిగారా నన్ను అసలు? ఏదైనా ఇష్యూ ఉందని అడిగారు అసలు? సరే ఇలా ఇష్యూ ఉంది ఎవరైనా అడిగారు నన్ను? అడగట్లేదు. ఓకేనా? కంటిన్యూవా? మళ్ళీ అయిపోవాలా? కానీ కంటిన్యూ. ఓకేనా? హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ డైరెక్టరీ? హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ డైరెక్టరీ? mkdir followed by the directory name. I want to create a directory name as a cybersec. Done? How will you check the directory is created? ls. Now directory is created is in which one? Blue color. I want to inside the directory. I want to go inside the directory. Which directory? So for this one I use cd. What is that? cd. What is means cd? cd means change directory. What is that? cd means what? cd directory name. What is that? Directory name changes to the directory. What? Directory. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే pwd అని టైప్ చేస్తే పాత ఏంది? ఇప్పుడు హోమ్ అనే ఫోల్డర్ ఉంది. హోమ్ ఫోల్డర్లో ఏముంది? ఖాళీలో ఏ ఫోల్డర్ ఉంది? డెస్క్టాప్లో ఏ ఫోల్డర్ ఉంది? కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చా? దేంట్లో? ఈ లొకేషన్లో. ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు? జస్ట్ టైప్ టచ్. ఐఎమ్ క్రియేటింగ్ ఎ ఫైల్. టచ్ F1, టచ్ F2. ఫైల్ నేమ్ F1, F2 means what? File name. At a time I'm creating 4 files. How to check the files? Here ls. How many files are created? F1, F2, F3. I am in the home directory, home folder, in the Kali folder, desktop folder. I am cybersec. What are the files are there? These are the files. Understood? Again I want to go back. Mean that like this I want to go back. Here I am in this folder. How will you go back? Just click here. Ante kada. I want to go back. Previous, I need to click on the previous one. It will go back. I want to go further. Then here I need to select this one. Like this one. Like this one I will get here in Windows. I want to go back here. Here and I am resume folder. To go back to the Param project folder, just go to the what? Click on. It will go back. Here also, because it is an graphical, so how will you go back? How will you go back? From the cybersec to one step go back. So I one step to cybersec to which one? Desktop folder. So I need to type cd dot dot. That? What is the present working directory now? Home Kali desktop. What is the previous working directory? So I am in the desktop. What does mean cd dot dot means? What does mean cd dot dot? cd dot dot means what? Go back to the previous directory. To the previous directory. That? Previous directory. Here. Again I want to enter into the cybersec. How will you go enter into cybersec? cd. What? cv cybersec. Got it? When I type pwd here, I am in this path. Okay, na? Then I want to go back. Then again I want to go back. How will you go back here? cd dot dot. Okay. Enter. What is the path here? pwd. I am in which path? Kali desktop. Again I want to go back. cd dot dot. See this, I am in which path? Home Kali. I just entered 2 times. Which one? cd dot dot. How many times I entered? How many times I entered? From cybersec it will go back to desktop. Again from desktop to go to the Kali. Again I type cd dot dot. Okay. I am in which path? Home folder. Again I type cd dot dot. I am in which path? I am in the root folder. I am in the root folder. Just type here ls. Again I want to go to the which folder? cd home. How will you go? How will you go to the enter into the folder? cd home. What is the path here? /home. Again type ls. I want to go to the Kali folder. How will you go here? cd Kali. What is the present path here? Home Kali. Then type ls. What is the path? I want to go back here. Which one? Desktop. Okay. Again go here. cd what? Desktop. Okay. So now ls. What is the path here? Home Kali desktop. Okay na? అర్థమైందా? మళ్ళీ సైబర్ సెక్లో వెళ్ళాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి మా? సైబర్ సెక్. ఓకేనా? ఏ పాత్రలోకి వెళ్ళండి? pwd. cd is to change the directory. cd space dot dot is to go to the previous directory. I want to go previous directory. What is the command? Dot dot. To go to the previous. I want to go 2 steps back. What it? What is that? For 2 steps cd dot dot slash again dot. See this? I am in which path? Home Kali. Again go to the cd desktop. Okay. cd cybersec. cd cybersec. I am in which path? Home Kali. I want to go 4 steps back. cd dot dot slash dot dot slash. I want to go how many steps back? I am going to go to 4 steps back. See this, what is the path? I am in the root. Saripayinda? Cybersec, 1 step. Cybersec to desktop. Desktop to Kali, 2nd step. Kali to home, 3rd step. Home to root. Saripayindi kada? I just given one in a single command I had given. What is the command? cd dot dot slash dot slash slash dot. Understood? Advanda? Here cd home slash ఖాళీ. సైబర్ సెక్ కదా, ఓకేనా? డైరెక్ట్గా టైప్ చేస్తాను ఒకేసారి పాత్. నాకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ ఇండివిజువల్ టైపింగ్ అండ్ జస్ట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ టైప్. I want to any path. If you have any path like 20-30 paths are there. Again, I go directly. I go to root directly. Just type cd. Just type cd. When I type just cd, what happened here? Go to the root folder. Understood? The directly go to the which folder? Root folder. అర్థమవుతుందా? అర్థమవుతలేదా? That is to change the what? Create a directory. You can shift from one directory to other directory. అర్థమైందా? ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ కమాండ్ here I just cd directly to slash folder. Okay, and now I want to step back like a cd // how many steps back? 3 steps backward. 3 steps back to folder path. Okay, అర్థమవుతుందా? అది ఓకేనా? The next command, I have 2 files are there. Okay, how will you create a file now? How will you create a file? Cat greater than, I creating a file, short one. Okay, short one. I'm creating to first file. What is the file name? Short one. So I'm just adding the data like this is first short. Okay. Then how will you save and exit? Control D. Let me check here. File is created. The file is created in the which path? Kali path. What is the file name here? What is the file name here? In the file name. In the file name, short one. I want to create another file. How will you create another file? Cat short2. Then enter. Then enter the data. This is second short. I am adding this data. Short file. From exit code. Save and exit. What? Control D. Okay. So let me check here. ls. How many files are there? One file is the short one. Another file is the. So what is the output of the first file? Cat short one. What is the first file here? Cat short one. What is the output? This is the first short. And what is the second file output? This is the short 2. I want to copy the data from the first file to second file. I want to copy the data from the what? Second file. So I want to copy the data. What is the first file here? Short one. What is the second file here? What is the data of this first file? This one. Need to copy into which file? Here, CP. What is that? CP. What is the first file? Short one. What is the first file? Short one. What is the second file? Short 2. Okay. CP means copy. Adotna. CP means what? Copy file. CP means what? Copy file. Okay. Here CP means copy. CP source file, destination file. Is that destination file? Copy from source to destination. Understood? Spelling in the wrong. అదవుతున్నానా? ఇప్పుడు నేను కాపీ చేశాను కదమ్మా, నేను అవుట్పుట్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను. క్యాట్ షార్ట్ 2 చూస్తాను. అని అయిపోయిందా? రీప్లేస్ అయిపోయింది కదా. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 నిమిషం చెప్పండి.
మొత్తం 50
అవును, అవి బ్యాటరీలు 2 కావాలంటే ఇన్వర్టర్ ఇంకోటి తెప్పించారు. అది నేను చూసుకోలే, ఆ పని మీద బిజీ మీద ఉండిపోయాను. అది ఏమొచ్చింది అడిగితే బ్యాటరీ వచ్చింది ఏంటి చెప్పాడు. దాని లోపల తీసి చూస్తే దాన్ని ఇన్వర్టర్ ఉంది. 2 ఇన్వర్టర్లు ఎందుకు మనకి రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటంటే వీ నీడ్ 2 బ్యాటరీస్ 1 ఇన్వర్టర్. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మన 2 ఇన్వర్టర్స్ ఒక బ్యాటరీ వచ్చింది. రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఇన్వర్టర్ పట్టలేదు, మన గ్రిడ్ ఇన్వర్టర్ అన్నారు. అది మన నార్మల్ ఇన్వర్టర్ వచ్చింది. అది
అవును, ఏంటన్నారంటే ఆ రోజు సేమ్ ఇది సేమ్ కోర్సు కరీంనగర్కి వస్తే ఇన్వర్టర్ అంటే ఏదైనా పర్లేదు జస్ట్ చూపించడానికి.
ఇప్పుడు అది రిటర్న్ పీరియడ్ అయిపోయింది అమెజాన్.
అయిపోయిందా? నాకు తెలియదు మరి.
మీరు ఎవరు కొన్నారు అది?
మన విక్చువల్ కిరణ్ అని కొన్నాడు.
ఆయన ఒకసారి అడగండి.
సరే అది చూస్తాను ఒకసారి, దీంట్లో వన్ ఒకసారి నాకు తర్వాత ఫ్రీ అయిన
చూస్తాను.
ఎందుకంటే అర్జెంట్ అన్నారు కదా.
వస్తాను 11:30 అప్పుడు వస్తాను.
ఇతను మీరు కూర్చుంటే ఒకసారి అయిపోతుంది.
ఓకే, ఏం లేవని చెప్పాలా? ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్
పెట్టేస్తాను.
అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ వెరీ ఫ్యూ థింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. 11 చాలా తక్కువ అని చెప్తాను. ఓకే, అది ఇన్వర్టర్ ఒకసారి చెప్తారా? ఎందుకు మనకు 2 అనవసరం కదా. ఏమో అర్థమైందా? సిద్ధు హ్యాకర్ అంట బాబు. సిద్ధు హ్యాకర్. ఏంది నాన్న పరిస్థితి? హ్యాకింగ్ ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? సిద్ధు హ్యాకర్ నేను పిలుస్తాను. ఎవరైతే లాగిన్ అయ్యారో సిద్ధు హ్యాకర్ పేరుతో, ఆయన పరిస్థితి ఏంది? అర్థమైందా? అర్థం కావట్లేదా? ఇప్పుడు ఏ కమాండ్ మాది? సిపి కమాండ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఈ ఫైల్ కాపీ రీప్లేస్ చేసేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు చూసుకుంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్పుట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్? సెకండ్ ఫైల్ అవుట్పుట్ ఏంది? సెకండ్ షార్ట్ ఫైల్. నేను కాపీ కొట్టుగానే ఏమైంది? సెకండ్ ఫైల్ ఏమైంది? డేటా రీప్లేస్ అయిపోయింది. అంటే సేమ్ డేటా దాంట్లో కూడా సేమ్ డేటా అని ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్లో కూడా అదే ఫైల్ ఉంటుంది, అదే డేటా ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంది? సెకండ్లో కూడా అదే ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? సేమ్ అదేనా అవుట్పుట్? అర్థమైందా? కాపీ అంటే ఏం లేదు, సోర్స్ ఫైల్లో ఉన్న డేటా సెకండ్ ఫైల్లో ఉన్న డేటా సేమ్ ఉంటుందని అర్థం. దీంట్లో ఉన్న ఫైల్ ఒకవేళ ఇంకో ఏదైనా డేటా ఉంటుంది రీప్లేస్ చేసి ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్ సెకండ్ ఫైల్లో సేమ్ డేటా ఉంటుంది. కాపీ అంటే అదే కదా. మనకి విండోస్లో కాపీ ఒకటి, కట్ కాపీ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. కాపీ అంటే ఏంది? 2 ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఈ ఫైల్లో ఉన్న డేటా ఇంకో ఫైల్లో మనం కాపీ చేస్తాం. కట్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఆ దాంట్లో ఏముండదు, ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో ఏముండదు. ఆ ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో కట్ అయిపోయి సెకండ్ దాంట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది. ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో ఏమో డేటా ఉంటుందా? ఉండదు. ఆ కట్ని ఇక్కడ ఏమంటారంటే మూవ్ అంటారు. ఏమంటారు? మూవ్. చూడండి, మూవ్ అంటాం. ఏమంటా? మూవ్. ఏమంటా? మూవ్. ఇక్కడ నా దగ్గర 2 ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా నాన్న. ఎన్ని ఫైల్స్ ఉన్నాయి నాన్న? చూడండి, షార్ట్ 1 ఒకటి, షార్ట్ 2. ఓకేనా? ఐ హ్యావ్ 2 ఫైల్స్. I want to move this file or rename this file. I want to move this file or rename this file. So when you move or rename, the first file no longer. When you move or rename, when you move or rename, no first file. The first file will be replaced by the new file. Got it? Understand? So here MV, what is that? MV short 1. Okay, what is the first file? Short 1. I just to move to this folder. I want to move this content from first file to second file. And this short 1 is renamed as a what? Short 3. Now enter. If you type ls, there is no short 1. You don't find any short 1. Now the short 1 is renamed as a, and whatever the data is there in short 1 is there replaced with the short 3. Okay na? Here just cat just short 3. Got it? Understand? That is what? To create a directory, to create a file, to copy a file, to move a directory. And next command. What is the next command is there? Type ipconfig. What is that? ifconfig. What is the command? To know the IP address of the Kali Linux machine, we need to type which command? ifconfig. నాకు ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలుగుతారు? ఇంతకుముందు కమాండ్ ఇక్కడ చెప్పాను, విండోస్లో ఐపీ అడ్రస్ని ఎలా కనుక్కుంటారు? కమాండ్ టైప్ చేయండి అందరూ. వాట్ ఈస్ ద కమాండ్ టు నో ద ఐపీ అడ్రస్ ఇన్ ద విండోస్? ఇంతకుముందు క్లాసులు వినుంటే, క్లాసులు ఫాలో అయితే నేను చాలాసార్లు చెప్పాను, విండోస్లో ఐపీ అడ్రస్ని కనుక్కోవాలి. ఎస్, వెరీ గుడ్ శేషు, వెరీ గుడ్. బోత్ దీస్ టూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ ఓన్లీ రెస్పాండింగ్. దిస్ భరత్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ రెస్పాండ్, రిమైనింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్ రెస్పాండ్. Okay, always Bharat, very Gitu also I had just so many times I had observed you. This Polar also I had seen IP config. Whereas for Linux, how to know the IP address? How to know the IP address? IF config. Linux లో ఎలా కనుక్కుంటారమ్మా? ఏ టైప్ చేశాను నేను? ఓకేనా? అర్థమైంది కదా నాన్న? వాట్ ఈస్ ద IP address here? This is the IP address of your machine. అర్థమవుతుందా? నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ హియర్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ హియర్? మూవ్ సోర్స్ ఫైల్ టు destination file, also known as a what? Rename a file. Okay, command. Okay, to know the IP address here, if config. What is the command here to know the IP address? Here, the IP address. Linux machine. Which machine? Which machine? Which machine is the Linux machine? Whereas for Windows, what is the command? To know the IP address in the which machine? Windows machine. Okay. Okay na? Okay kada? Previous networking command, during the networking command I had explained one command is there, ping. Okay, ping. So I use ping, interconnectivity, to check the connectivity between the two machines. Connectivity, interconnectivity. Got it? Ping is command to check the what? Interconnectivity. Check the interconnectivity. Okay na? So here, what is my Kali Linux IP address? If you observe the Kali Linux IP address here, what is the Kali Linux IP address here? 192.160.0.180. If you go the Windows, I am just going to Windows, go to run, type cmd, then I type ipconfig, Okay, what is the IP address of my computer? 192.160. This is a Windows computer IP address, and this is the Kali Linux IP address. I want to check the connectivity, both are connected or not. How will you check here? What is the command? Ping. What is that? Ping. What is the IP address of the Windows? 192.168.0. What is the IP address of the Windows? When I type here, you get a reply. Mean that when you get a reply 64-byte, mean that we are both are connected. If you don't get any reply, means you are not connected. Control C. Okay. Instead of that, I will give an IP address, this one. Here, this IP address won't get any reply. This IP address won't get any reply. What is the output? Destination host unreachable. Adotunda? Understand? అర్థమవుతుందా లేదు మన? ఓకేనా? ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ ఆల్సో ఐ చెక్. How will you check here? Ping followed by the which IP address? Kali Linux IP address. 192.160. ఎంత అది? IP address 180 నా? 180. I am getting reply. Mean that from my Windows computer I am getting a reply, mean that Windows and Kali Linux both are connected each other. Instead of I don't get any reply means no connectivity. There may be issue, IP address issue, or maybe wire issue, any other issue. Ardhavanda? What is the command to know the IP address? What is the command to know the IP address? ifconfig. ifconfig. Got it? Suppose I told you that previous class, I want to attack a website. I want to attack a website. To attack a website, first we need to know the IP address of the website. Got it? To know the IP address of the website, here, I just open one website, one testing website. This is a test website. Okay? This is the website. Got it? Just copy here. To know the IP address of the website, ping followed by the website name. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, instead of that I type here google.com. What is that? Google.com. Sorry. Okay. I am getting reply and it is show the IP address of the Google. Understand? Is it okay? Okay, na? These are the few commands. So another command is there. I want to know the first command I do ls. What is my ls? List the files and folder. What is my ls? List the files and folders. Another command is list ls minus l. List the file and folder with the permissions. What is the difference between these two commands? What is the difference between this command? File and folder with the permissions. Got it? Understood? What's command do? ls minus permission. Again go to the Kali Linux here. What is the first command? Show the files and folder only. Only files and folder. Instead of that, I type ls minus l. So what did it show? Detail list, long listing. It is known as the long listing. It is a file and folder, and this is the permission. These are owner permissions. Which one? ls minus l. Okay. So another command to know the hidden files, ls minus a. What does ls minus a shows? Hidden files. What does ls minus a shows? Hidden files. Okay? Understand? ls minus LA is hidden files. Here I am working in my terminal. I want to run as multiple terminals. I want to work in Kali Linux. I need to work multiple terminals. I need to execute 4 commands at a time. Then for that one, just right click here. One option is there, what? Split the terminal horizontally. Here ls minus a. See this? ls command. Again here another command I am executing. 2 terminals. Read this. 2 terminals. In this one I type ls minus l. 2 outputs. There is 1 terminal, 2 terminals. At a time you can run the 2 terminals. I can run another terminal also, like here split terminal. Here also I can work ls minus a. Got it? Again I create another terminal. Just click on the split terminal vertically. Mean that how many terminals at a time I work here? Parallelly I can work. How many? 4. Got it? How will you use this one? Right click here. When I have a what? Split terminal vertically. I want to remove this terminal, collapse subterminal, in the collapse subterminal. Got it? So another command is there to shut down. What is the command here? Shut down. init 0. What is the command here? init 0. What is the first command? init 0. What does init 0 means? Shutdown. Shutdown Linux. I want to restart init 6. What is the command? Init 6. I just type init 0, enter. What happened? Understood? Advanda? Init 0 to shutdown. To shutdown. Init 5, 6 to restart. So I am just ending the class today.